Good morning, everybody. Hello. I'm here. It's Tuesday, March 12th, 2020. I hope to see some of you guys on live. Gonna check my iPad here to make sure I'm live in the correct spot. And my name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. I teach people how to make cards, gift packaging, scrapbook pages, and much more with rubber stamps, photopolymer stamps, ink, paper, and so on. It looks like I am live, although on my iPad it was frozen. Anyway, so Jennifer Cotton, Texas, and I've been doing this for 18 years. So if you see anything you like today, you can get that from me. I will be putting a link to my online store in the video description once we're finished. And I would love to have your business if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So as you come on, say hi. That way I will put you in a drawing to win the 3 cards that we're making today. And that's what I'm doing today. I wanted to come on and make 3 cards for you today using lots of new items from our Stampin' Up! Celebration brochure, which is ending this month, and some new items just came out this month in March. So I'll be talking about that more later. If you don't have our current catalogs, let me know so I can send them to you. Again, if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. While I'm waiting for a few people to jump on, I want to show you some birthday cards I received. Some by the mail, some I saw people in person, and some at my team meeting. So here is one of the cards. And most Stampin' Up! People now, when you give your friends a card, you just put a sticky note on the inside so that they can use the card later. So there's the inside of that card. This one's from Chris. Isn't that awesome? That one is using some new current, but new Stampin' Up! Merchandise. This one, sorry, I did not get them taken out of the clear envelopes yet. It looks like my video is blurry today. This one is from, let me look. Mary Ann. And again, she did the sticky note, so let me show you the inside. So pretty. Hey, Debbie, I see you watching there. Make sure you guys say hi as you come on. I'm just showing some birthday cards that I received. Ooh, New York, Stacy. Is that, you don't normally live in New York? That's cool. I love New York. So this one is from Pat. She had mailed me a card last week, and then she gave me this one at our team meeting. Good morning, Debbie. Glad to see some people are here. Hopefully, it's a little blurry on my iPad, so I don't know if that's going to be blurry the whole time. You guys can tell me if you're seeing blurry as well. I got this card. Isn't that so pretty? I think this is from Pam. Yes, Pam. Another team meeting one. Good morning, Donna. Oh, Stacy. Nice. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you for sharing, Stacy. Awesome. Yes, if you guys share my video, comment that you shared, and I'll put you in the drawing as well. You get another entry. This card is from Landa. Isn't that cool? It's an ombre effect with the lily pad dies that are, while supplies last, free with a $50 purchase. And then this card, I believe, is from Shirley. Yes, she gave me a sticky note as well. Isn't that cute? So pretty. It actually matched some flowers that Marianne gave me at our meeting. So let me set these aside. And then just a couple more cards to show you guys. Thank you for sharing, Debbie. Hey, Linda, you made it. Thank you. I'm looking at the envelopes here now. These were mailed. This is from, where's the one? From Renee. Renee, thank you very much. So pretty. And this one is from Oma. Isn't that pretty? Got some watercoloring in the background. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, your first time. That's awesome. Thank you very much. This card is from Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. So cute. And last but not least, this one was from Oma. This was actually the birthday card Oma sent me because she sends cards all the time. Isn't that so pretty? Cool. So thank you guys very much. And let me jump in here and get started with the video. Those were my birthday cards, Genevieve. Yes. And they were all awesome. Okay, so again, I'll be picking one random winner from you guys who watched the video today for commenting and or sharing, and you'll win the 3 cards I make today. Make sure if you share, you comment the word share so that I will know you did, and I'll enter you again. And I appreciate you guys commenting and sharing because that helps my business. So thank you very much. And just watching, of course. So, like I said, if you like to place an order today, you can. And pretty much everything I show you today is available in my online store. Each month I do have an online ordering special. So when you place an online order with me, which means you go to my online store and order, and it's $25 or more, you get a free class packet to make 4 cards. This month they are with the Under My Umbrella suite or bundle, which is on page 42. Hey, Marilyn in Georgia, good morning. So Under My Umbrella, this bundle here, and what we do is cut, punch, emboss, everything possible, package it up in individual packages so you know which pieces are for which card, mail it to you, and then email PDF instructions. If your order's $25 or more using this month's host code, which is just a little thing you enter on the shopping page, you'll get that kit. Then if you order 50 or more, you also receive a free full accessory. So I'm going to show you last month's cards because I haven't made this month's cards yet at all, of course. So last month, everyone that ordered 25 or more online with the host code received a packet in the mail. And actually they went out this week and most people have received them to make these 4 cards. So this month, again, Under My Umbrella is the theme, and of course you still have plenty of time to qualify for that. 50 or more, you get a free accessory as well. And if it's 150 or more for one single order, you do not use the host code. You still get the gifts from me, and then you get Stampin' Up's rewards as well. And don't forget, only until the end of March, for every 50 or 100 spent, you get a free gift. Hey, Marilyn. So Marilyn said, when do I post the winners? And then I'm going to say hi to Stacy and Marty as well. So what I do, I don't have a time schedule for that. I'm still getting used to doing weekly Facebook Lives, working them into my calendar, and I'm a very busy full-time face-to-face Stampin' Up! Demonstrator as well. So I don't have a schedule for it, but what I do, I'm trying to remember who asked, Marilyn, is I go back to the video that the cards or prize was from, and I comment on there, these are the winners, and I try to tag you if Facebook allows me, and then I Facebook message you letting you know you won and getting your address if I need it. So timeline wise, I don't have one to give you right now. I try to do it as soon as possible, but I am behind right now. So if you go back to any videos and you don't see that I've commented that there's a winner, I haven't done the drawing yet. I do have a stack of prizes over here that I need to pick winners for. Okay. Good morning, Charlotte. Hey, Pat. Good to see you. Thank you, Marty, by the way, for your compliment. Okay, so real quick, let me tell you guys what's going on, what's coming up, and then we're going to get started stamping. Thank you for sharing, Pat. Good morning, Cynthia. Happy stamping to you. So a couple reminders. My celebration is a free event my customers can earn. The event is April 24th. It is live and to go, and there's an AM, PM, so we can fit everybody in. So April 24th, AM or PM, and it's the only way to get there is to earn it by earn it free, basically, by doing a couple of things. So you can either spend $150 or more with me total during Celebration, which is January, February, March 2020. I add all your orders up during that entire time. It is orders only, so if you go to my online store and order, or if you hand me an order form in a class, that's what counts for the $150. Then you get to come free. Or if you host a home party with me, which you still have time to do, and I'm like, Hannah, did I say the wrong day? But I'm sure you're just saying it's Thursday. Good morning, Hannah. Pat, good. You get to watch because your teenage granddaughter is still asleep. Because I know Pat just told me today that she's trying to spend as much time as she can right now. And then she'll get back to work when she leaves. Anyway, where was I? Earn my free event. So spend $150 or more, host a home party of $150 or more where I come to you and show everybody how to stamp, and you can get free stuff from the company or get our starter kit. Those are the 3 ways you can earn my free event. If you can't attend live, you get it to go. Okay. Monthly live classes, they are, I thought I forgot something for a second. They are next weekend, March 20th and 21st here in Midlothian, Texas. Friday, Saturday, you can attend either day. Some people come to both so they can do everything they want to do. It's come and go. So you arrive, just make sure you arrive in time to finish. But it's self-paced. We have written instructions. We email them out before the event. Then we have printed copies at the event. And then I have me and several helpers floating around in case you need help. So it's a lot of fun. And there's 4 classes to choose from. I have them all designed, which is not normal. So I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek, and I've also posted sneak peeks on Facebook, and an email, 1 or 2 emails is scheduled to go out with the sneak peeks. So Stamp a Stack, this month we're making some cute cards, and if you see like ribbons sticking out the sides or whatever, that's because we haven't cut this yet. So I have like my piece telling me what size to cut this ribbon and stuff. So this is Stamp a Stack. You make 20 cards, 4 designs, 5 of each, for only $30 or only $10 with a minimum order. So anyone can take Stamp a Stack. These are live classes. One of them is offered to go. This is card class sneak peek. And at card class, you make 4 cards, $15, free with a minimum order. And if card can also be a club. So if you're a club member, you actually have a lower minimum order amount. So ask me about joining Card Club. Let me catch up real quick here. Good morning, Terry and Pam. And thank you for sharing, Stacy and Lisa. Okay, and then scrapbook class is same as card, $15 or free with a minimum order, or there's a club that their order requirement is less. And you make 3 12x12 pages. I have sticky notes all over this for notes on cutting. 3 12x12 pages. These are them. Sneak peek. For $15 or free with a minimum order. It's a great deal. So those are all live classes that you can take this next weekend. And I email the RSVP links out, and or you can contact me and I'll send it to you. But it goes out in my customer emails. And then the last one is the sampler class, and it's going to be super cute. And that one is live or to go. So if you live local, you can come take it live, and if you don't, you can take it to go. It's $28. It includes $20 or more in merchandise. It includes the 12x12 piece you need to make your sampler. It's all mailed to you, PDF instructions emailed out. And yeah, it's a good deal. Shipping is separate, so if you're local and you want to take it to go, you can pick it up, or you can pay shipping when you register. Any questions on any of those, let me know. Stamping cruise, we are still geared up for our October stamping cruise. You have until July to get our group rate, and this is our, I think, yes, 4th annual stamping cruise that I do with my, thank you, Genevieve, with my retreat partner, April McCright. And so we're getting, if we do say so ourselves, really good at these cruises. The crafting portion includes 6 classes that are self-paced. Oh, thank you, Linda. That was nice. What else? Of course, a cruise includes all your meals, everything, your hotel, meals, everything is all in the one fee. And then you can pay for the crafting portion separate. You can bring your friends and family who don't want to craft. They don't have to pay for that. Galveston, Texas, Liberty of the Seas, October 25th through November 1st. There will be links in the video description once this video is finished that give you more info, and a link to a video where I did a frequently asked questions little thing about the cruise on February 20th. So I'll put a link to that video. Okay, and then the March retreat in a box, you can still register for it. I've been showing sneak peeks on every Facebook Live, so I'm skipping it today just to save you guys time. But it's basically a 5-parter. You can take one section, 2, 3, 4, or all 5. It's completely up to you. But the retreat in a box, $90. You're going to get over $50 in merchandise, several gifts, at minimum 5 gifts, which actually we've designed half of our gifts, but I didn't bring them over here for a sneak peek, but they're super cute. What else? I don't remember what I said. 9 make and takes, PDF instructions. It's a great value. It's $90. That includes shipping for $50 in merchandise. All the make and takes, cut, ready to stamp and assemble, PDF, etc. Anyway, so that one you want to sign up by March 17th, and it will be mailed by April 4th. It's using the Peaceful Poppy Suite for the retreat in a box portion. We're making a stationery box, a sampler, scrapbook pages, and cards. It's awesome. And then there's 4 classes that you can take associated with that. And on the 4 classes, again, they're optional add-ons. Each one is $30 and includes $20 in merchandise. So with the $20 in merchandise, by the time you add tax and shipping, basically the class portion is free. The paper, the instructions, all that stuff. And for all of these, by the way, you provide your own stamps and ink, and that info is in the registration link, like add on this stamp set if you want it and all that. Anyway, so 4 classes: Country Club Masculine Stamp-A-Stack, Tropical Oasis Card Class, Birthday Bonanza Class, and Timeless Tulips Stamp-A-Stack. So all the details are in my emails. Thank you, Marcella. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for watching as a new person. Anyway, details are in my emails and my customer VIP group and many other places. So just ask me if you need the details and I can send those to you. Stampin' Up! Specials, don't forget, I already said it once today or twice or 3 times. For every $50 or $100 you spend, you get a free gift out of the celebration brochure. This is the new brochure, so it has some new items. I'm going to show you this paper today. Thank you, Pam, for sharing. Hey, Ramona, good morning. Okay, the well-dressed stamp set's new. The flowering foils is new. I'm actually showing you all of these today. And the tags in bloom is new. And then we still have all the old stuff too, except for what is sold out, which is Golden Honey designer paper, metallic sequins and twine, and kerchief card kit. So that tells you that anything that is consumable, so the punch, the dies, the designer paper, the vellum, are while supplies last, because we don't make them here. We don't make them, and they're not made in the US, so they could run out. Get them while you can. And many of these run out with zero warning that they're low inventory. It's just we wake up and they're sold out. So get them now if you want them. And again, if you need these books, I can send them to you. If you host a party by the end of March or place an order and it's $300 or more, you get the adorable little ladybug stamp set for free, in addition to all your other host benefits. And if you're ordering, of course, you get free gifts with every 50 and 100, but that's a bonus gift, that little ladybug stamp set. But I have an ordering special where you can also get that stamp set for free from me right now. It's if you place a $100 order with a special host code I send out. This can't be combined with any other offers from me, but you will receive your celebration items. You'll receive Little Ladybug for free and a gift from me for free. The first gift I sent out with the first round I did was the champagne rhinestones, but they're not available right now. So you'll get a gift from me, but I don't know what it is yet. Anyway, any questions on that, let me know as well. You can always sign up for my email newsletters, and anything I'm telling you guys about right now gets emailed out to all my customers. And the best deal of celebration is the starter kit. Let's see. I don't even know if they have a section for that in this brochure. Yeah, it's very tiny right here. So join for $99 and get 3 bonus items for free that we don't usually get for free. And that is, actually, oh yeah, I'm like, where did I put them? This mini paper trimmer that's only, at this time, only available in this promotion. So you can't buy it, I can't buy it. You can only get it with the kit. A 6x6 designer paper sampler, 48 sheets. These are exclusive to this promotion. And it's a sampling from the mini catalog and celebration. Oh, and then any stamp set you want of your choice for free. I always show you these two. I would recommend one of these if you don't have them because they're expensive and they're awesome. But you can literally choose any current stamp set that we sell, add it onto your kit for free. So the kit is $99. You pick 125 of anything you want. You also get a free past paper pumpkin kit, which is one of our monthly craft kits in the mail. They are a $22 value, but they include a stamp set, ink, projects, and instructions. So basically all that stuff you pay $99 plus tax, and you get up to $259 worth of stuff depending on the free stamp set you choose, and that's based on if you paid me for it with tax and shipping. So it's a great value. It ends March 31st. I want to catch up here. Thank you for sharing, Pam. Good morning. Good morning, Janet in North Carolina, and good morning, Tammy. It's good to see you. So starter kit, when you get that, yes, it does sign you up as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. No, there's no obligation literally to do anything. But you can get a discount on your own purchases through the end of July 2020. So for quite a while now. You get to see stuff early. So in May, we get to see the new catalog that comes out in June. We get to order some of that stuff from the new catalog. This month, we get to order some stuff that's coming out next month for customers. This is a sneak peek in our new catalog. So, which stamps are those? Stacy, clarify what you asked. All right, if you're asking which stamps I recommend you get in your starter kit as a bonus set, it's Rooted in Nature or Well Said, but clarify what you're asking if that's not it. So we get to see stuff early and order it early. So right now you can get our starter kit, and you can get the stuff I'm about to show you in the starter kit or as soon as you get the starter kit. And of course, you always get a discount on everything you purchase. So we have these awesome things coming out called Gilded Gems. They are gold and they're awesome. We can get those now. Customers can buy them next month. Demonstrators can buy them now. You can get them in your starter kit now. We have this awesome embossing folder. Can you guys see that? Oh, the lighting is, I know you can see it, but the lighting is kind of washing that image out. But it is called Ornate Floral. There's the packaging, and then here's the, well, you can't even see that at all. But I put the folder in the clear part. Okay, then there's 2 sets of dies that we can get right now. Ornate Borders. Check those out. And there are some gorgeous samples already online with these. There's a Facebook group you can be a part of when you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, only for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that the company runs, and I have my own as well. On the company one, people are posting so many samples with this new stuff. And check this one out, Ornate Layers dies. Gorgeous. And then 2 stamp sets. Those are, of course, bundles. So one is bundled with Ornate Thanks. which is a really, really pretty stamp set. The fonts are really pretty. And then Ornate Style. Oh, and then there's a designer paper. Yes, Stacy. So the ones I just showed were Rooted in Nature and Well Said. I think Rooted in Nature is the most expensive stamp set in the catalog. And so if you don't have it, and it's a gorgeous set with fonts, you know, words and nature images. And so if you don't have it, it's a great set to have. Okay, this is the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Paper. Some of it is foiled, not all, but it's a gorgeous paper. Definitely, in my opinion, different than a lot of designer papers we have. It's a lot more busy, I guess is the word, and I didn't know if I would like it at first. There's one of the foil ones, but I've seen a ton of samples and that other people have done, so of course I do like it. I just haven't had time to play with it myself at all. There's a gold foil one. Look at all those cute flowers. There's this one. I feel like I'm repeating designs here, but I don't know. This was on demonstration at my meeting, so they might have gotten mixed up. This is my favorite sheet from the design. All these little daisies, yellow and white daisies. And there's another gold foil. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what that is. Again, you can buy it next month, but why would you want to wait? You can get it this month at a discount as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Again, it's the last month to get take advantage of that special, and then our kit will go back to $99 plus tax for $125 of anything you want, plus a past paper pumpkin kit. So it's always a great deal, but right now it's a really great deal. Okay, I'm ready to get started stamping. Are you? Good. No, I'm assuming y'all answered me in your heads. Good morning, Evelyn, Stacy. Good. I'm glad those dies are yours. Go ahead and get those ordered because Stacy is a demonstrator. She can order those. Thank you for sharing, Janet. Okay, so I'm going to point you guys down. Let me move my catalogs out of the way. And you're just going to see a boring thing right now because I haven't moved my supplies over here yet. And if a cat runs across the screen, I thought I had her locked out of this room, but apparently I don't. So there might be some craziness here in a minute. But we will deal with that when it happens. She's over here to the side, kind of threatening me. So we're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the supplies that I'll be using on the first card, the paper supplies. And they are our Whisper White card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5. Daffodil Delight, 4 inches by 5 1/4, 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of the Flowering Foils designer paper, 3 3/4 by 5. And then I've got a scrap. I'm trying to remember what this is even for, but I've got a scrap of Whisper White, a scrap of Daffodil, and then a couple of things that I did pre-die cut. This image here, which I'll talk about when I get to it, and this image here, Whisper White, and then a piece of vellum cardstock. It's a scrap as well. Okay, so let's get started. First, I want to show you the... Here comes the cat. Oh my gosh. She's literally walking under the camera right now. Yeah, you're gonna have to go. Okay. Sorry guys. Yeah. I thought I had her locked out of the room. I think I said that already. Anyway. She's really nice, but not when I'm doing a video. Okay. Here is the Flowering Foils paper, free with a $50 purchase while supplies last. I believe this is the one no, this isn't. This is the one I showed in the video last week, the Facebook Live. But they all have foil, silver, and rose gold, or you could call it copper. this is the design we're using today. There is this like hashtag kind of design. Could have organized this a little better for you. That's like coppery, rose goldy. And then these beautiful flowers, which I did use in last week's Facebook Live. So that's 50, free with 50 while supplies last. And hopefully I didn't just now knock off some stuff I'm going to need in a minute, but we'll deal with that at the time. Okay, so for our card, the first thing you want to do is fold your card base in half. I always use the bone folder. I align it on the table, not holding it up in the air. Align the two corners against my thumbnail. Pinch it only once and then press very firmly with the pointed end of the bone folder. The point doesn't really do anything, but I just don't want the black print here to rub off on my card base. So fold that in half. If I were at a class or making this actually, you know, not in a video, I flip it over to the back, stamp and sign my name. So stamp handmade by, made with love, whatever. We have a few stamps to choose from on that. But I always do that first in case I mess up and do it the wrong direction or something like that. Then I can make that be the front of my card and I have a second chance. So that's why I always have my customers do that in class. So then we'll set that aside. By the way, this is March's host code. If you want to order anything, use that code at checkout unless your order is over $150. Then either way, if it's 25 or more, you're going to get some free stuff from me. Okay, I'm having to look at my card and remember what all I'm doing. Let me just do this part first. We are going to color this paper, Daffodil Delight. Why? Because to be fun. So I have my Daffodil Delight ink pad and I don't think I need these anymore. Let me think of what this is called. Sponge Brayer. When you purchase these, it's $8 and you get 4 sponges and 2 handles. They come off. You can wash this. So you saw it said, I don't know if you saw, but it said peacock. That was from a previous class, but I have washed this. I just forgot to remove my labeling. So you just wash the sponge out, let it dry, and then you can use it in another color next time. So they're really cool and a good deal. This is how you ink them up. You roll and pick it up and roll and like that. Because if you go back and forth, you're only getting ink on the back half. So pick it up every time. And then I'm going to start at the top and I want it to be heavier at the top. And this on the top, you can go back and forth and just make sure you then pick it up so you get the other side as well. And then of course you'll need to re-ink it, get some more ink on there. And I'm just going to put most of the ink at the top and then move down lightly to the bottom. You could cover the whole thing in the same strength. You could use multiple colors with multiple sponges. There's so many different things you can do. That looks good to me. So it's kind of an ombre effect. And thank you, Pat, last week for recommending Brayers to me, sponge Brayers, for this coloring this paper. Okay, so that's ready to go. This is ready to go. Let's set those aside. The dies that I used to cut out these images here are from Stitched So Sweetly. So you get 10 dies in the set, and I'm using these heavily in my clubs, my classes coming up next weekend. So I keep taking stuff out from the video area and putting it back. Anyway, there's all 10 dies, but I used the next to the largest and then the smallest for these 2 pieces. And I die cut them, which I do have to die cut something today, so you'll see how that works if you have never seen die cutting before. Kitty cat frame. Charlotte, yes. I thought she was out of here, and she may be coming back here. Okay, so actually we're not stamping on that piece, but we're stamping our greeting on this one. I'm going to use Under My Umbrella, which is the stamp set that I'll be using for your online ordering special this month with the punch. And then I'm also using Well Dressed, because guess what? There's an umbrella in this stamp set. So it's masculine, definitely can be masculine, but this can be used for other stuff as well. So we are going to use the umbrella with these umbrellas. This set, by the way, is free with a $50 purchase through March 31st. That's the only way to get it. And the items that are free with purchase, none of those come back. The only one that's coming back is the small bloom punch. That will be for sale later. Nothing else will. So if you want that, you have to get it now. Sorry, I had to make the cat get down again. Okay, so anyway, but right now I'm going to use under my umbrella. I have Hello Sunshine, because this is a bright sunny card, as you guys can see. And we're going to use Daffodil Delight. I want to stamp this over to the left. And normally I probably on this one would stamp first and then die cut it out, but just to save time on the video, and it is photopolymer, so it is pretty easy to align, but I still can mess that up personally. So anyway, I'm going to keep that open. So we have our greeting. Then on the vellum, I need two of the umbrellas that I'm just calling these umbrellas that come in the under my umbrella stamp set, even though it's the top portion. So I need the large one and then the sort of partially closed one. And actually, when you do this with these kind of punches that Stampin' Up! Carries, you want to look at the direction. So that's going to fit there. And then to punch this one out, I need to stamp it. You look at the punch and you see what direction do I need to stamp the image so that when I slide it in there, it will fit. Okay. Now vellum can take, I'd say 30 seconds to a minute or two to dry on, or your ink takes that long on vellum, or you can heat set it on low with Stampin' Up's heat tool, or you can pre-stamp it for videos. Isn't that lovely? And it's dry. And of course I stamped that several days ago, so it's very dry. So now I can punch it out without fear of it smearing. So just hold your punch in one hand, hold your paper in the other, align the image exactly how you want it. So when you're using punches, it's okay to stamp crooked. And as you guys come on today, don't forget to say hi, because that will put you into a drawing to possibly win these 3 cards I'm making today. This is the first card. So I still didn't pay close enough attention to how I should have. Oh, okay. So everybody makes mistakes. Yeah, you guys see what I'm talking about that I did wrong there? Stamped it on the wrong end. Once you use your punches, specific punches more, you realize what direction you need to stamp those things to get it right. Okay, so we have those. Now on this piece here, I want my umbrella from Well Dressed, which is the free with a purchase stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp it in Daffodil Delight and hand cut that out. Just like this. Let me catch up here on a couple of comments. Linda, you have cats too. Yeah, the cat wants help. She's stalking me now, and I've knocked her off the table very gently twice since I had to do that. Hey, Mary. Anyway, and now she's messing with other stuff in this room. So if you guys hear noises in the background, she's kitty cat fame. Yeah, she is challenging me today. So just a quick tip when you hand cut stuff out, I'm not going to cut this whole thing out. You want to make what I call long cuts. So open the scissors as big as you can and cut for as long as you can before you have to open them back up. That gives you a more smooth cut than doing this. You'll see the little can't think of the word, little edges. And then also when you need to turn it, turn your paper instead of your scissors. Let's get rid of that. So turn with my left hand, I'm turning the paper instead of the scissors. Hopefully you get the idea there. So there's my little other umbrella that I can't pick up. And this piece, actually, I don't need. I think I put that there in case I really messed up my backup greeting piece here and had to cut another greeting. So I don't think I need that. Now, I did a couple of more things for this card. I took a piece of this designer paper and hand cut out an image of two flowers side by side. And then I punched from the umbrella builder punch the handle of the umbrella out of Daffodil Delight cardstock. So I'm ready to put this together. I am using the Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon, which is currently either back ordered or unorderable, but I had some on hand and it will be coming back. It's just not available at this second. Okay, so assembly is going to be pretty simple here. If I can find my adhesive, grab my silicone and some dimensionals. And I'm going to need glue dots. Okay, so we're going to add our designer paper to the card base, or designer paper to the daffodil, which is, I gave the measurements for all these at the beginning. And then add this to the card base with my snail adhesive. This is the front for me. It's probably upside down for you guys, so I want the darkest at the top. And I like to hold my paper where my fingers are blocking it from really sticking down to the card base. Let me do this so you can see a little better. Until I get it where I think it's pretty evenly distributed, then I press. Then this piece is actually just a background to go here to kind of anchor everything onto, instead of gluing my images to that busy designer paper. And then because this is vellum, I don't want too much adhesive on it. So for my handles, I'm gonna use the silicone craft sheet and put adhesive on those, and then so the handle will just get attached to the white cardstock. And then I'll use one glue dot for my umbrellas, because when you put this kind of adhesive on vellum, you can see it really strongly. So I'm just going to put one glue dot toward the top of that umbrella and attach it that way. And then this one is going to go down here. And so again, adhesive on the handle. Just kind of figure out where you want it positioned, do that, and then do your glue dot. How many of you guys have the umbrella stamp set? At first, this was not on my list because, well, I couldn't tell you. It just didn't really appeal to me. But then I, of course, kept seeing so many cute things, so it ended up on my list. Now we're going to do some Stampin Dimensionals. And you guys may remember that I like to cut mine in half. And of course we have minis that are great for certain things as well. And I use those also. Can you hear dogs barking? I have the door shut to this room, but I hear them very loud through the door. And then one more for the little flowers. So this card's almost finished. Tell me what you think. We're going to put, hey Martha, hey Diana, good to see you guys. Pam, you just got the umbrella bundle. How long does it take for the ink to dry? Stacy, it takes, I'm kind of impatient, so I either will put it on there and then just leave it and do other stuff. So I've walked away from it for much longer than necessary. Or I will heat set it. But so my guess would be give it a good 2 minutes. And then, like, what I will do, Stacy, for if I'm not sure how long it's going to take for vellum to dry, is I will just do a little test area on a part, you know, a scrap of vellum, and then I will smear it with my finger after I think it's been long enough and test it. But I'd say a good 2 minutes probably. Okay, so my ruched Daffodil Delight ribbon, I'm going to make a bunny ear bow. So you do 2 loops, give lots of space in between the loops, cross them over. So you make like, this almost looks like a ribbon of hope, but it's, I call it the X, and then the loop that you brought over from, for me, it's from my right to the left, is the one that goes down in the bunny hole. And then you pull. And it always looks crazy, and then you just fix it. You always have to adjust bows anyway, and well, I always do anyway, so that's not, you know, the fact that it looks crazy at first doesn't faze me. And trim it off. So I tied the bow from the roll, so there's no waste on that one side. Now we have our bow. So this is a very bright and sunny daffodil card. So it's not a rainy day here today. I don't think it's going to rain, but if it was, this would be perfect to give us that sunshine. So I just put the bow on that other umbrella, and there you are, our finished card. I hope you guys like it. I really am seeing blurry on my screen today. I apologize for that. So it's on your list, Sherry. Awesome. You heard my dog, Linda? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you like it. And I got this idea because, you know, well, at least for me, when I was a kid and when my daughter was little, we had those clear umbrellas, which I actually like because you can put it all the way down over your face and still see everything. But so that's like one of those clear umbrellas. Anyway, so there's that card. Hope you guys like it. Let's move on to our next one. Let me reveal to myself what it is. Okay, so we have our card base. We talked about those measurements already. We have a piece of designer paper that I need to trim down. And I have my note there to tell me how much to do that for. We have some Whisper White and some scraps of Whisper White. So this is the card I'm going to be using that big shot on. But here we go. I'll just take it step by step. So, well, first let's just fold our designer paper in half. I mean, let's fold our Whisper White in half, as I demonstrated this already, so I'll just do that quickly. Stamp and sign the back, set it aside. I'm gonna make this be my front. I've got a little dot of adhesive on here. I'm gonna remove that. Okay, and then now the designer paper. Again, I'm using the free with the starter kit pack of designer paper. So this is this design here. But if you saw, I can't remember when this video was now, but I did a Facebook Live where I used a bunch of this designer paper and I cut it up with my mini trimmer. So if you saw that video, this was one of the leftover scraps from the card that had this purple Highland Heather or Purple Posy design. So I'm using this side now. So I just wanted to show you how I'm doing that. And I'm using my mini trimmer because it's perfect for 6x6 or less paper. I wanted to show you guys though, I saved this for the video. When I was making that video, there was a second, which I do this all the time, but where I paused and I was thinking because I saw these little things that look like nicks in my cutter. I don't know if you can see them there. And I thought, I bet there's a thing of plastic that I need to peel off of there, but I'm not going to mess with it in this video because if there's not, I'll be embarrassed. And if there is, I will probably struggle getting it to remove. So later I tested it, and yes, if you didn't know, there is a layer of plastic that you need to remove from your mini trimmer. So if you guys haven't done that yet, you can do it. And you can see that in my opinion, you can see the numbers and stuff a lot clearer when you remove that. This will pop out, this little guide, to get under there. And then you can put it back in. Some people remove that guide because they don't like it. And so now I can see this a lot better. It's shinier. Of course, it'll get dirty, but anyway, there's your little tip for the day. Okay, so this is, I believe it's already 2 3/4 wide, which is what was left. So I'm going to use that width, and I just want to cut it down to 5 1/4, and it's 6 inches. So that means I need to take off 3/4 of an inch, 3/4, because this doesn't go up to, it doesn't go past like 4. Oh, the dots I made disappeared. Anyway, it only goes up to 4 1/4. Okay, so 3/4 right past the 1 is the 1 inch mark. So the line below the 1 would be 3/4 of an inch. So you align your paper, and then you hold down the guide, which also protects your finger if your finger's on that side of the guide. But because I'm paranoid, I'm going to just make sure, yeah, 5 1/4 is what I want, and that's what that should be. Because I made a mistake on the last video. Somehow I put it at the wrong line. So that mini trimmer comes in so handy. It's awesome to make those quick little cuts on your projects. And that's going to fit there now. So we'll do that later. Now, for my stamping on this piece of Whisper White, which just for fun, I'll tell you it's 3 1/4 by 5 1/2, but it is, you know, a scrap. And I'm going to use the brand new Tags in Bloom stamp set, which is free with a $100 purchase. And you might be like, 100, but it is a huge stamp set. You get tons of stamps with this set, so it's completely worth it. The things that are free with 100 just means they would cost more if we sold them, and this is a very big stamp set, and it coordinates with 2 of the punches in the mini catalog, which, by the way, this small one, they're like Label Me Pretty and something Me Pretty. The small one went on back order last night, but the big one, as of this morning, was still fully available, and that's the one I'm using today. Anyway, Tags in Bloom, awesome set. You should get it if you don't have it already. So another funny thing about this stamp set is at my team meeting, April had done a card swap where she did what I'm going to do right now. And I said, that looks really difficult. And she was like, no, it's easy. And I was like, I don't believe you. That can't be easy. So of course I had to try it for myself. But what she did is take the large image from Tags in Bloom, and I'm stamping it in Memento Black because that's my favorite black ink. The cat is back, y'all. She snuck up here and I didn't even see her. It's my favorite black ink to use if I'm just stamping in black and or using Stampin' Blends. But today I'm just stamping in black. Okay, so she stamped the image, and then she inked it up again. And I'm sure other people have done this too, but this is just, you know, how you learn something from one person, so you give them credit. You align, so I may get my head in the camera for this, sorry. But you align the image of the tag on top of the one you stamped, and you stamp it again to get the flowers at the bottom. Isn't that amazing? I am a little bit off, but I'm telling y'all, it's just because of the angle that I'm doing this at. If it weren't for that, it would be perfect. If you can get right above it where you can see. Now the die I'm going to use, let's see. Yeah, I did it a little too high here. So I want to stamp it. Sorry, I need to do it one more time because I did it a little too high. I'm using the Stitched Nested Labels dies. Do you guys ever do this? You kind of measure and then pull something away. Okay, and this time I'm going to do it this way just to see if that makes it any better. But I'm only re-stamping it because of I was too high. Hopefully this one's not. It still seems... We're going to make it work either way. And like always, the best one will go to the winner, and I will keep the one that's messed up if that happens. The best card. Okay, so let's see. These are the Stitched Nested Labels dies from the annual catalog. You get lots of different sizes of that shape. And then you even get, where is it, a border stamp, so you can cut them off and make them different lengths. die cut's the same design on the edges as this. So Memento Black on that. This, let me grab the Big Shot. Of course, Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry a die cutting machine right now, so I just use my Big Shot. And then we hopefully are coming out with a new machine in our new catalog, but we don't really know 100% the date yet. So I've aligned the image here. Again, I think I'm too high. We're just gonna ignore it for now and go with it. See which one is better. Just for the sake of your time on the video. But if that little pointy thing is cut off, it's not on my other sample. It's just one of those things that kind of plays tricks on your mind. Yeah, oh no, it didn't. Perfect. Whew. But that was cutting it very close, and really this is too high, but we're gonna go with this for now. It is fine. I've definitely learned for myself, I'm not a perfectionist anymore on stamping. Not that I ever was a perfectionist, but even less now. So we're gonna put these dies. Now you can color these images in with Stampin' Blends, watercolor, pencil, pencils, aqua painter, whatever you want. But I'm just gonna stamp it because they provide the stamps. Get down. Sorry, y'all, cat came back. She was about to come in the video again, but we've learned we can't trust her, so. So, lovely lipstick, which matches the designer paper. I'm gonna pull it down here. And these images are not difficult to align, but you have to really take your time to be perfect, so I don't. I'm imperfect. And nobody's going to, well, I hope nobody's going to criticize me if they receive this card from me. So that was lovely lipstick. I think we need that. Yeah, I'm going to use it one more time. And then Old Olive for the green, again to match the designer paper. So I've mounted both of these leaves. What I did was lay them on top of the stamped image while they were clean, and then place the clear block down to pick both of them up at the same time. And again, maybe if you're a perfectionist, you can just color these in, or you can just really use the Stamparatus or take your time in the stamping portion. But the white little edges don't bother me at all, because life is short and, that's it. Okay, I need to bring Daffodil Delight from the first card for my flower centers. And I did learn that the first time I used this, and it was in a class and nobody commented to me, but I had this mounted upside down on the clear block. The way you stamp it is like a mushroom. So it looks upside down to me. I would think it should go this way, but you stamp it this way, like a mushroom. But it's because of how this shape is drawn on here, of course. And you'll hear the little jingle bells of the cat. She's really pushing her luck today. So there's that. Again, we would want it a little more centered, but it's fine. And then I'm going to stamp my greeting now on the scraps. So this is probably my favorite image from this stamp set. It makes this punch not so white and stark when you punch it out. It gives it a border. So I'm going to do it in Memento Black. And this image works depending on your card. You can stamp your greeting this direction, or your image inside the label. So I love that too. But we're going with this direction, so it'll fit in here on the direction we're doing this card. And then there are several greetings to choose from in this stamp set, but I'm using I Miss Your Face because that one's so cute. Anybody you haven't seen in a while, literally anybody you could use this for. And that's lovely lipstick. So I'm missing y'all's comments over here. Pat, what was awesome? Everybody's saying awesome. Thank you, Martha. Glad you're here. Diana. Where do you get your personalized stamps? Oh, Janet, I'm sorry. My screen's a little blurry, so I probably do have a poor connection today. Morton Salt Umbrella. Haha. Okay, what did you ask? Where do I get my personalized stamps? I don't have personalized stamps. I use the handmade by stamps that Stampin' Up! Sells, and then we sign our names with the journaling pen that Stampin' Up! Carries. So there are a couple of sets that have, I'm aligning my image here, that have handmade by stamps in them in our current catalog. I love this label. I think this one's Label Me. Let me just look it up because I don't want to tell you all the wrong name. Label. There's two Label Me punches, so I have to remember which is which. The cat has settled over here to my left, just watching me. Hopefully that's where she will remain. So this is Label Me Lovely, and there's also Label Me Fancy, which is the one that's currently on back order. So order it now if you want to get it your order in before it goes on not orderable status. Now, I don't know if I can remember the name of that stamp set, Stacy, real quick. Oh, yes, this one. Make a Difference is the one that has several. It has the copyright Stampin' Up! If you want to sell your cards, but handcrafted just for you, made with love, homemade by, hand stamped by. And then there's also From the Desk Of and some other stuff. And then there's alphabets where you could actually stamp out your name. We don't do that. We just write it. And then the one on the next page, Crafting Forever, has a really cute made with love stamp that looks like a rubber stamp. The image looks like a rubber stamp and it says made with love. So those are the ones I use. It's not personalized. Stampin' Up! Used to make personalized stamps years ago, but they had to, well, they don't do it anymore, basically. I was gonna say they had to quit, but I don't think they had to, but they did. Okay, and then I need one more little flower. So this one is a single flower that comes in the set, and I'm going to stamp it in Lovely Lipstick, and then the center in Daffodil Delight, and then the outline in Memento Black. And then through the magic of TV, oh, I didn't stamp that. Okay, let me look at my sample. Oh, I did. I don't know why I didn't stamp it on this one. Okay, so through the magic of TV, it is cut out. However, now I have to do it here. I have to stamp this here. If I mess it up, it'll be fine. This will be my sample. Yeah, that's kind of messed up, but you get the idea, right? Do this first, then cut it out. Okay, hand cut that out, and I think we're good to go. We're gonna put this card together. I have some of our lovely lipstick grosgrain ribbon to accent this with, and I'm ready to assemble. So, designer paper, right there. And I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a little smudge on my card, so that's why I made this be the front, so I could just cover that up. And then Stampin' Dimensionals on all of this. So for the greeting, and then I will dimensional this one as well. And the reason I cut them in half is because it makes them go farther for me. But I feel like it gives the same exact amount of lift, so I guess I'm getting cheap in my old age because I never used to do this. So I don't think it's necessary for me to use a full one when I could use a half. So there you go. But that is up to you, of course. When I have larger pieces like this, I'll usually put one in the center, and when they're really big, I'll put them on the sides as well. Again, I think everybody uses Stampin' Dimensionals in their own way. Like we all have our preferences on that. So this is going to be kind of still centered on the paper, even though this paper is not centered, it's offset, but we're going to center this image, or I did anyway. Ooh, look at that. Stuck my hand in the black ink pad. And then a Stampin' Dimensional on this little flower. That one actually, I would say, calls for a mini. And I put the little flower right up here, and hopefully I can remove that later and put the good flower on there. And then, last but not least, our bow. And I think I will put this bow in a different spot than on my other card because of all that white space, but we'll test it out. So I'm going to do another bunny ear bow. This is the lovely lipstick grosgrain ribbon. I think it's called 1/8 inch grosgrain. It's an in color ribbon. Are these the in colors that are going out this year? We need to start thinking about that. With our catalog, our new one comes out in June. And okay, good. Those are not the ones going out. Oh yeah, they are. 18 to 20. Yeah. So Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. They will retire when our new book comes out in June. So it's actually time to start stocking up on all your ink refills, cardstock, ink pads if you don't have them, and more. That anything that comes in those colors is going to retire when our new book comes out. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I had the bow here on the other card, but maybe, yeah, I think it'll be better here on this card just to fill in my white space. I'm thinking I'm doing this stuff upside down for you guys. So there is the one I made today, and here's the other card I made originally. See what you think. I see my stuff is a little crooked. Maybe that'll fix it. The cat messed me up today. Anyway, let me know what you think. I think they both look fine, actually. Just scoot this up a little higher, put a bow down there. I just need to fix that flower, which I'll do later. Let me see. Clever friend. Yes, of course. We always learn from our friends, stampers. Yeah, I did mention Stamparatus, Catherine, but it doesn't bother me, so I'm not, you know, if you want your images aligned perfectly, definitely pull out your Stamparatus. Oh, Lisa, you should get the bundle. Thank you, Pat, for saying it's cute. Janet, I also have an old personalized stamp that I use sometimes. Thank you guys for saying it's pretty. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. Who said I like the bow at the bottom? Linda. Cool. Yeah, it's kind of actually, maybe this is a better layout than this one because it fills the card more. So that's how we turn those mistakes into, or those oopses as they say, into actual like techniques or whatever it is. Okay, one more card to make. This card, I think it's kind of simple. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just get going on it and see what y'all think. So this is the card base, of course, same as always, 5.5 by 8.5, but I'm going to score it and make a gift card holder. Then I have 2 pieces of the So Very Vellum. So this is the vellum that's free with a $50 purchase through the end of March or while supplies last. It comes with 3 colors, 2 sheets of each. They are Purple Posy, Pool Party, and Soft Seafoam. So I'm using Pool Party. Here is Soft Seafoam and Purple Posy, which I think I called Highland Heather last week, but you know, it's the same because it's the same. They're slightly different. They can be substituted. So real quick, I will grab my paper trimmer. Of course, my new one from Stampin' Up because it's amazing. And I'm going to score. So the light one is for scoring. The dark is for cutting. At 2 3/4 and 5 1/4. So 2 3/4 and 5 1/4. This is exactly like a card we made at my team meeting this month, except we use different stamps. Let me figure out where I can put this trimmer. And then we just fold. I think I scored it wrong. 2 3/4 and 5 1/4. Hold on. I think I read it wrong because that's not enough of a space there. That's the 2 3/4, 5 1/4. That can't be right. Oh, it's the wrong note. I did the same thing I did last time. Whoop. Let me go grab another piece of white. I don't want to have those lines on there wrong. Do you guys remember I think it was last week when I read the instructions for a different card? Same thing. Start over. Score it 2.5. And 6.5. I was thinking I needed this arm out for this card, but then I was like, well, maybe I don't. 6.5. Okay. 2.5, 6.5. 2.5, 6.5. That is much better. We have a nice wide space here. Sorry about that. Okay. Love it. And then I'm going to fold both of these up. The shorter one is going to be the bottom where we're going to make a pocket for a gift card, and the taller one is our top flap. So let me just try to make these folds a little more solid with my bone folder. And just so I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead, and you could use tear and tape or a stronger adhesive to put these up since it's a pocket, but just only put your adhesive here and here. But I have found so far on this particular card that snail has worked fine. So there's my card front for this one. Of course, you stamp and sign your name on the back. I would have recommended, well, definitely do it. I would tell my customers, do this before gluing anything down, and if you mess up, I will give you another piece of paper since we can't really flip this card over. So there's our card base. Then we have our So Very Vellum. So these are 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. See how they fit there? I'll attach those later. Then I have a scrap of Whisper White, and I have a piece of Whisper White that I've die cut out, which I'll show you the dies in a second. And so now we're going to do our stamping. So for this one, I am using this stamp set that is free with a $100 purchase through the end of March. By the way, no limits on that stuff that's free with purchase. You can get as many as you want as long as you place the orders, as many of whatever item you want, as many times as you want. No limitations. Only if it's sold out is the limitation. So, I got myself distracted. So this is another big set. Not only is it large, as in it's a bunch of stamps, but it is reversible. So this is how reversible stamps come. The printing is on the inside of the package, and then there's no printing here because certain images you can stamp this side and the other side. So it's for certain stamps, it's doubling up the number of stamps that comes in the set. So the images you see here in gray are the reversed ones. So there's the stamp, there's the other side. There's this stamp, there's the other side, which this is the one I'm using today. Flower, other side, tag stamp, other side. Hopefully that makes sense. So for these 5 images, you're really getting 10 images in one stamp set, plus all the other stuff. Great deal, great set. And it matches with the dies that came out in our holiday catalog. They are called Cup of Cheer. And here they are, the whole set. But here's the 2 cups that I'm going to use today. And then I also used this tag die today, but I pre-did that. Okay. This piece here is from our rectangle stitched framelit dies, and it's this die here, and it is, I'm going to measure it for you. When it's cut, it's 2 5/8 by 4. Okay, so you want to recreate this. Okay, for our stamping, excuse me, for our stamping, I have Pool Party and Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to see which, so I have the stamp mounted so that the little plus signs are, whatever these are going to stamp first. So I want that one in Pool Party. And it's mounted on there crooked because I keep taking it off and putting it back, taking it off and putting it back. We're using this on a different card in my card class this weekend as well. So stamp it. It's photopolymer and it's a big solid image, so nice and firm for several seconds. If you don't have a firm table, definitely use the Stampin' Pierce mat under the paper to get a clean, clear, crisp image with photopolymer, especially big solid stamps like this. And there we go. Then you want to clean your stamp off if you're using the other side. Now in my class, I will have 2 stamp sets. I'm borrowing one from Landa. And so they won't need to do this in class. But when you're at home, clean your stamp. That's my Simply Chamois. Love it. Dry it. And then flip it over to use the other side. And I'm doing Flirty Flamingo on the other side. So I want this cup in Flirty Flamingo. Whew, I'm going over time today. I have somewhere to be at 11. Okay, and then you die cut those out. But that's it. That's how you use reversibles. Super easy. Let me go ahead and add the greeting onto this one because I should probably hurry up. So it says, let's hang out soon. Same thing as I miss your face. It's so cute. Let's hang out soon. Like, I don't know that Stampin' Up! Has ever had that particular greeting in a stamp set before, but isn't it cute? And then you'll see on my sample how we're going to tie it all together about the let's hang out soon, and it's like whoever gets this card from you is going to love it. Of course, this part will not be in the one I mail to the recipient of the winning cards. Okay, so grab my Big Shot again. 2 dies. Beautiful. You can cut out both cups, both directions, both at the same time, all that good stuff. And quick and easy. Let's see how I want to take these off. Okay, everything's coming off in pieces. Which is great, of course, because our dies are amazing. But if the white stays in there, just pop it out before you put your dies away. And then I'm also using, for this card, the, where did I put it? The polka dot tool ribbon, which, I was going to say I probably dropped it, which I did. I had a half a roll from another event, so this is what's left of my half a roll. So I'm just going to use that to tie my bow. So I'm going to put this together very quickly here. So I did glue dots on my vellum. Thank you guys for hanging in over an hour, if you're still here. Oh, that's the wrong side. Lovely. Maybe I'll get it in view so you can see. So I gave the measurements to this vellum a minute ago, and so it will give the border on all 4 sides. I just put a glue dot here and here, but I did put one on the wrong side, so I'm going to try to make that remove itself real quick with my finger here. Just gently, so gently. There is a right side to this vellum because it's embossed, and so the dots pop out to the front. Yeah, we're going to have to get a little deeper on this. This is the adhesive remover that we don't carry anymore, but you can find it online and stuff. Adhesive remover, I think is what they call it online, like Amazon. And it takes off like tape runner and stuff like that, not liquid glue. Okay, beautiful. And then for this one, I'm going to use adhesive because I know I'm covering up this section in the top front, or actually the bottom front. So I put my adhesive right here, and I'm going to cover that up with this piece here. So I'm going to grab, actually I'm going to do the ribbon first. We're going to go around and tie a bow on the side. This is the Whisper White Tulle ribbon. Not only is it a great ribbon, it really is awesome, but when lots of ribbons are sold out, or not sold out, but they're low inventory or out of stock temporarily in our mini catalog, this is a great ribbon to fall back on because it coordinates with so many different colors because it's white. And then of course it's nice and whimsical with the polka dots and all that. So a little bow there. I need scissors. You guys should see the mess underneath or in front of me basically. Okay, and then now dimensionals, which are definitely here somewhere. Yay. So I'm going to put Stampin Dimensionals only on the top portion of this rectangle stitch framelits, and then right about here. I only want it to stick to this top portion. So I did a little measuring there. Also, let me check. I think I want to scoop my bow over a little bit. That bow needs to be fixed, but for the sake of time, I'm just taking off the back of these dimensionals. So this piece is going to go here. I'm centering it. Beautiful. And then I have my two little cups. The pink, the Flirty Flamingo cup is going to be flat, and I'm going to pop up the Pool Party. Yes. And then I did add, or I cut out something to add to this card later after I had fully finished it. So I'm just going to measure how I want these. Looks good. Let's place those on there. So this was my completed card, but then I decided that it would look really cute with a black tag on it, the little heart, to kind of fill in this white space of the pink cup. There are things that you can stamp on the cups as well in the stamp set. I had just chosen to leave it blank, but then I decided it needed a little something, so I'm going to add that little tag right there. So there's the finished card. Here's the other one without the tag yet, but I did make one to put on there. And then, so let's hang out soon. We've got some coffee cups here. And then give your friend a little Starbucks card, and then they'll be forced to hang out with you because they're going to feel guilty and have to buy you a cup of coffee with the Starbucks card. This is actually a real Starbucks card that I will be removing after this video to use for myself because my friend gave it to me for my birthday. Thank you very much. You know who you are watching this video. So let's look at our cards again. I hope you guys have enjoyed the cards today. They're just a variety. I didn't go with one suite or stamp set like I usually do, because I wanted, we're coming to the end of Celebration, and I just wanted to show all this new stuff that's going to be available only while supplies last. Or only till March 31st, I'm sorry. And you know what's while supplies last. So thank you so much. I'm going to try to look at your comments, but I won't take too much of your time reading them right now, but thank you for everyone who likes the cards. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad you guys think that they are cute. The vellum and mug is on your coming order. Awesome, Linda. So you'll get to play with that soon. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, we went long today. I thought it would actually be shorter today, but you know how that goes. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, thank you, Diana. You guys have, or Diane, sorry. You guys have a great day as well. Great week. I should be back next week. It is spring break, which of course now is extended to 2 weeks for my daughter's school, and which is fine, but it's spring break and I have classes, but I should be good to go to do a Facebook Live next Thursday as well. If not, I will report that I'm not. Pam, I mean, I thought I would only go for an hour or less, and I've been on for an hour and 25 minutes. But hey, stamping is fun, right? So thank y'all for hanging in. Have a great week and a great weekend, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.